I said, Lord, give me strength, give me strength. Welcome to my twin flame journey. This is going to be the daily drama for September 20th. And if I sound a bit tired and flat, well, it's because I just did this reading. And it was about almost an hour. And when I went to go, transfer it over onto the computer, edit it out, the sound cut off yet again, only about a minute into it. So there wasn't even no, I can save the last 10 minutes, try to get in there and read the last card. No, it was the whole reading. The volume was off. I can't even tell you. I don't know if I need a new... I looked up on the internet too about this microphone that I have, this webcam that I have, and it's a lot of people seem to have the same issue with it, that the microphone cuts out. So maybe it is that I have to get a new webcam. But I can't tell you how annoying it is. Especially when you've gone through a whole reading and you've said good things, It's like, I'm not going to remember what I said. Well, hopefully it comes back to us. So let us do this again now. What the masculine is thinking. Well, he's thinking new beginnings. The lesson, secrets, scandal, patience. This can also mean time, letting too much time go by, not just, having patience, but he's thinking he wants a new beginning because he's learned a lesson, and the lesson might have revolved around lies, deceptions, secrets, or he's needing to tell a secret, reveal something regarding a scandal, or again, the lesson could be involving, sorry, I'm super tired, involving lies, deception, scandal, this was the lesson. But he wants a new beginning past all of this stuff. Then you have patience here, but he could be thinking maybe he's worrying if it's too late or too much time has passed, or how much time he's got to do this, whatever he's thinking of doing here, embarking on this new beginning. But he's obviously having to deal with some stuff first. He's having to reveal some secrets, some scandals, whether it's to the who he's with or to the feminine or something. And you also have how he should be thinking. This is the universe's recommendation, is spiritual. Love. But pay attention. They want you to thinking about this union, about this spiritual union, and they want you to pay attention to jealousy. This could be someone's wearing a mask, someone's being deceptive, secrets, lies. They want you to pay attention to this behavior, and operating from a place of ego, from a place of greed, from materialistic ways of thinking as well, and then you had wealth and brown-haired man. Now I asked, why wealth? And you got faith, woman of the world. This is someone who could be in a different town, a different city, a different country. This is someone who's at a distance from you. This is your divine feminine, maybe. And then you have journey. So they're telling you to have faith in regards to this situation. Spiritual wealth awaits you. Spiritual love awaits you. Brown-haired man. But you're needing to pay attention to something here. This is probably what your lesson evolved around. Pay attention to that. Don't choose wrong. Maybe that's what they're saying here. But you're obviously thinking about it, or thinking about revealing it, because past few days has been kind of reiterating, be honest, speak your truth, tell your truth, or you're wanting to, so they're encouraging you to, you're wanting to, like this is what's keeping things kind of stuck right now. And how you feel, well, you feel that, your divine feminine is your true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And you also feel that it was worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. It's all about when the two people are ready. But you're also feeling boundaries. I'm clear and honest with others about my expectations. Maybe you're feeling that now things are going to be different. There's going to be boundaries, even within yourself, to not behave, act, think a certain way anymore, things that aren't serving you, things that are holding you back, or that cause problems in this relationship. There's going to be boundaries that are laid out so that the two of you can kind of have a better chance at not repeating karma. I think boundaries was over here for the feminine. I think. I'm doing them daily now, so I'm getting confused. But you're also feeling signs, and here's a sign from the universe now. Hear the siren, the lovely siren as I'm in the middle of recording here. Maybe that's a sign. But you're feeling that you're aware of the signs. You're trying to go with what your heart's telling you, what your soul is telling you, or whatever messages you might have been getting in regards to this. And the feminine. And you also have grace. This is how you feel about the feminine and the union. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creations. You're looking at her as someone who has grace. It's kind of like that blue whale card that came out the other day, the gentle giant, the one who's can be tough on you, but it's tough love. They're still coming from a place of compassion and wanting the best for you, and that shows grace. You're not berating somebody, or you're encouraging someone to become everything that they can become. It's all in the delivery on how you speak to somebody. If you speak at them or you speak to them, does what you say cause them to be defensive and want to run away because they feel like they're being attacked, or does it encourage them to want to change within themselves, to see themselves the way you see them, their potential, their best version of them they can be? And how you should be feeling is sobriety. My clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate. They're wanting, this was down here before as one of your blocks. This could be, sobriety as far as how you're thinking, clear-headedness, clear-mindedness. So there could be, someone is having too many cocktails or trying to drown out their sorrows, and it's preventing you from receiving those messages. Being able to sit in meditation and quiet and hear the guidance that you're needing to hear, or come to the conclusions that you're needing to come to, and all of this, and how to proceed with all of this. And they want you to feel love. Love is the answer to all of my questions. Maybe being clear about love. That's why you had love up there, like they wanted you to pay attention. They want you to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Now, this could be you needing to free yourself from things that have been holding you back, whether it's negative thought patterns, bad habits, karma stuff that you need to shed, childhood wounds, whatever's holding you back. This can also mean, maybe you're having to free yourself from another relationship in order to be with the feminine. You also got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. People could be involved in codependent relationships, and that is a lesson that both twins usually have to get past. Breaking those karmic cycles. Free yourself from codependent behaviors. And that could also be, being codependent on stuff to drown your sorrows out. What might be blocking you is throat chakra. The The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So this is, again, about communication, because nobody's speaking up. Nobody's saying anything. This has been like for a week now. We've been getting the same thing. You need to work on this throat chakra. Whether you got to listen to some healing meditation music or binaural beats or use some stones or whatever it is, you know, this is a block for you. Communication. And also ear chakras. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. This is like having clairaudience. You know, getting in touch with your intuitive side, because you have psychic abilities as well if you're a twin. You know, the feminine usually has more, but sorry, I had to get my glasses because I'm completely blind. I can, you know, and in being sober or being clear of stuff also helps you, again, to receive these messages. So this is a block for you. Ear chakras and throat chakras. And how you can move past that is realize that all is well. Archangel Jeremiah, everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Again, it's about tempering that energy, having faith, pray about it, positive affirmations, think the best. So when you put that out there, that's what comes back to you. If you stress and worry and stinking thinking, that's what you're going to stay with. And they say you can go outdoors. Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. You know, sit under a tree and meditate, listen to the birds, get a little sun, go for walks, clear your mind. Do that instead of, you know, having drinks maybe. But it helps you to connect, you know, being in nature helps you connect, you know, with your spirituality. And it'll help you maybe get some clearer insight. And then you had illumination. Meet Glow. She shines her warm light into our dark places. She illuminates our fears and our shadows, giving us the courage to face them, to unravel them, and to bring healing. Sometimes it may seem easier to take the long route around the dark forest within, but Glow knows that true ease comes from presence, not avoidance. So carry her with you as you journey into the depths of your heart and soul. Let her loving light warm the places of shame, hurt, sadness, disappointment, anger, and guilt. She can turn the darkest, twisted forest into a golden cove of love. This is, again, just being, illuminate things within you that you know are not serving you anymore. You know, and don't be afraid of the unknown, you know, and don't sit in what's comfortable or what how you've always been, because that, you know, doesn't bring you happiness, doesn't bring you joy. You know, it's the familiar. It's what you've known. It's how you've navigated through life. You know, and they want you to change that. That's why you had the greed up there. They want you to pay attention. You know, these behaviors, this, whatever this is here, this is something that needs to be addressed. It's got to go. This codependency's got to go. You know, free yourself, love yourself, get clean in yourself, you know, be sober, have a clear mind about what it is that you need to be clear about, you know, and speak your truth, but be at peace still. Try to not stress about it. Go into it. You know, even you have grace, you know, you see the signs here, you know what you feel, but again, it's that things that are within us that no matter how clear the writing is on the wall, we want to still stay in our same old, because it's, again, what's familiar. It's what you've been conditioned to do, and it keeps you stuck. You know, but they're wanting you to illuminate those things. You know, you have courage. And then the feminine, what she was thinking was brown-haired woman. That's her. And the lady This is having intuition. In regards to some deception, this could be self-deception, because yesterday, there was all this, it's the end, it's over, it's all this negative thinking, or maybe I'm not good enough, whatever it is. It could be self-deception. That's why they were saying to her, stop being in despair and all of that. Or you've gained clarity in regards to whatever deception happened over here. And they want you to still to be open, just to open your heart and to weather the storm. Well, this is what you're thinking. You want to open your heart and weather the storm, because you're using your intuition in regards to, deception. And then you had troubleshooter, which is to strategize. This is also the sneaky guy who lies and stuff, but this is for you to strategize. And then it says good news. And I said, well, why the troubleshooter? And you got the fool. So you're thinking you want to just find a way to take this leap of faith. You're trying to use your intuition. You're trying to think positively. You're trying to weather the storm. You're thinking you want to be open, and you know what's going on in regards to both, your self-deceptive thoughts and also whatever transpired here. Well, there might be things you still don't know, because he already got some secrets he's going to reveal. So, and then you had what you should be thinking is clarity. Oops. Ending. Surprise. And good fortune. So you're going to get a good message, and you're going to get some clarity in regards to, what you thought was the end, because there was a tower here yesterday, or how things ended here, or maybe you're going to get some clarity in regard, maybe they're ending something, but you'll be getting a message soon, and it'll make everything clear. And how you're feeling about the masculine, there's chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And you're feeling soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And you're also trying to have faith. They said you're trying to troubleshoot and have, take that leap of faith. I have faith in God to heal this situation. And how they say you should feel is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. And you also have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And you have honesty. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. Being honest with yourself. Being honest with the divine masculine, shall they come around. He's feeling about boundaries. You got to honestly talk to each other about what happened, what went wrong, what your roles were, what you've learned, and how will you go forward from here and not repeat those same things that were not good for either one of you. How will you help each other to heal those things that need to be healed so those triggers don't come up and you won't have to deal with, repetitive things you don't want repeating. And then you have tenderness here. I am both gentle and powerful. So this is how they're wanting you to feel, This is both with yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Relax the energies, not stressing, both of you. Show tenderness to him when he comes around. Be honest with yourself and with him. Very soon, you're going to get a message. And what might be blocking you is law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. Of course, because when you ascend higher and when you grow and when you learn lessons, you become a different person. So you attract different things to you. You don't resonate with lower vibrational stuff or stuff that you used to because you've changed. So, but this is also about, again, watching the energies. not putting up blocks. There might be still some kind of blocks, or not believing in law of attraction, or there's some disconnect here that this is blocking you. And you also have Earth Angel. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love, not realizing who you are, why you came here. That you have an important role to play to figure that out. What is that? What is your divine path? What did you come here to do? Don't lose sight of what is beyond the 3D. What is beyond Jill Smith from Seattle? I keep saying from Seattle. I don't know why. Maybe there's something in Seattle. Maybe I'm going to go visit Seattle. Seattle's nice, isn't it? Rains a lot, lots of trees. But they're wanting you, again, realize that you're a powerful manifester. What you put out. So if you put out positive thoughts, that will come to you. When you put in effort and action into your career or your path, you'll get rewarded for that. And again, it's about realizing who you are and why you came here. And you're so much more than who you thought you were up until now. And how you can get past those blocks is passion. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. This is going for the gusto. Express yourself. You find your creative talents. What's your passion? What is your soul calling you to do? What did you come here to do? Follow that. And overcome difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So know that you can weather the storm. Know that you can overcome any challenges and difficulties. You've done them thus far in your life. Even the ones that you thought, I'll never get through this, somehow you did. And you became wiser and stronger for it. So you have what it takes to overcome any challenges. And a lot of times, too, it's just within ourselves. Because we can be our own worst enemies a lot of times, holding ourselves back. Because, again, we want to stick in the same old, because it's what we've done thus far. And it's easier to do that. It's just that if you can tame yourself, you become a true master. If you've learned self-control and you learn to be present and let go of all that cuck stuff, you've become Zen master number 1, and that's the goal. Your advice, speaking of Zen master, meditation. Meet Chutney. One day, after particularly deep meditation, he began to radiate and float. He loves to simultaneously be fully present in his body and his spirit. By simply closing his eyes and observing his breath, he is able to feel what is truly going on within himself. Each subtle sensation becomes vivid with its own unique texture and energy. His mind is like the wide open sky, and his thoughts are like clouds floating by. He watches them arise and dissipate without judgment. Practice with Chutney and watch your awareness brighten until life itself becomes a moving meditation. So even him, both of you need to meditate. Both of you need to connect with your higher selves. Both of you need to clear your mind, relax your energies, self-reflection. What's your higher self telling you? What are your guides telling you? What are the signs telling you in regards to what you need to do for you, for your own growth, and what you need to do to help bring this together? Because currently, what is keeping you apart is strength. Be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. So the two of you are kind of lacking the strength maybe to do what you need to do. It would seem more so on this side, on the masculine side, because he seems to have some revelations and truths and things he needs to speak about, and that's what's kind of keeping this from moving forward. But at the same time, the feminine's got to have the strength to get back into this, to forgive, so they both have things to overcome. They definitely both have things to overcome. And they both have things to overcome. Lord, give us strength. And what connects you is optimism. I expect good things to happen, and they do. So at least, I mean, you're still optimistic. There's a part of you that is optimistic. Maybe because it's you found some faith. You got Jesus. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation. Maybe there's more prayer been going on here. Maybe you're trying to, again, look at this all from a spiritual perspective, and you're following that call to your divinity. Now, what was this? When this is the second time around, let me tell you, what is needed to bring this together? That's it. That's the question. You got discovery. So let's see what discovery is. And I hope that I discover that the sound was right on through this whole reading, and I hope that I don't discover what I discovered the last time. It goes, eyes tied, and I don't think I can do 3. A little bit too much. What's blocking you is not discovering, or what is needed to bring you together is to discover that you are more than you think you are. The inspirational message is, are you trying to recapture a past that no longer fits? If you are presently upset or struggling with a difficult situation, you may be seeking to keep something that is far less than what you deserve. Personal inquiry. Am I happy in this situation? How is it benefiting me? The healing of predetermined agreements must be addressed. Awareness is healing. Key ideas. Leaving the past behind. A readiness for a new adventure. A willingness to venture into uncharted territory, a new level of self-care. Keywords, uplift, journey, and commitment. So again, you had journey here. You've had those things come up before about self-love, self-care, self-respect. You had the catalyst, the kitty cards telling you to take an adventure in regards to this. Uncharted we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Anywho, take that venture into uncharted territory. Don't be scared. Embark on your journey. Have commitment for yourself, for your growth, for the journey. And not hold on again to things that you need to let go of. Toxic karmic cycles. It's time. It's time to go. And it's time to heal. And you also had trickery. This deals with lies and deception. So again, this is what's needed to bring you together. Not lies and deception. Maybe getting rid of lies and deception. Let's see. The tempter is as guilty as the thief. That's kind of what I mentioned yesterday about, the person who allowed it is just as guilty as the person who was doing the do, even if the one who was doing the do the actions were worse than the person who's allowing it. But still, it's like, that's worse for yourself. What you're allowing that is hurtful to you, you're hurting yourself on top of them hurting you. So it's a double whammy. And that's what I said, it takes 2 to tango, and that's why these two come together. Because it's to awaken those things within them that need to be healed so that doesn't hurt. So that doesn't hurt. So that hurt stuff doesn't happen. So you stop hurting each other. You stop hurting yourselves. It's stuff that needs to be healed. The inspirational message is, during trying times, things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't be disappointed if assistance does not come from the place you expect. Personal inquiry. Am I afraid to tell the truth? How does that fear make me manipulate others? What do I really need to say? Key ideas. Dance of scarcity. Coveting possessions. Vulnerable heart. Self-honesty. Accusing others and hidden motives. Keywords. Vision. Honesty, and greed. Now, you had the honesty cards come out here like 3 times on the masculine side yesterday. And then you got greed over here. And I mentioned greed here and honesty here. So there's something on this side that needs to be recognized. And that's why they're saying stop, look, and listen. Pay attention to these behaviors, these codependent behaviors, and maybe you're manipulating people and manipulating situations, to your benefit because it's part of your childhood wounding that you need to heal. So you stop doing that, Well, you stop feeling like you have to lie and use and whatever it is that you're doing that's hurtful to you and hurtful to the other person. And it's also about not lying to yourself anymore. Taking off that mask and being able to also look at yourself in the mirror. You're not just hiding from the world, you're hiding from the truth of your own truth, of who you are. Who am I as a person? How do I live my life? How do I treat other people? How do I treat myself? Is it with love, respect, compassion, care, understanding, empathy? Or is it, self-serving, lies, manipulation, all stinking thinking, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, self-destructive behaviors? Like, who am I? Sometimes you gotta, like I said, Michael Jackson said, it starts with the man in the mirror. You gotta look at yourself and take a hard look at yourself. And sometimes people don't want to do that. And that's usually what the twin flame relationship is too, is that you hold up a mirror and say, this is what's wrong with you, and this is what needs to be addressed here, because this is a problem, not only for you, but for us. And that's how they help each other to become aware of those things that need to be healed. And honesty is a big thing here. Hidden motives. This jealousy, greed, like what you doing? How you living your life? Are you coming correct? Or are you coming sideways? And then you got tending the garden. Meet Gala. Her peculiar flowers bloom in the sun of her nurturing love and care. In a tucked-away corner of the forest, she planted a few precious seeds. For months she watered the earth and sang patient love songs. Above the surface, nothing appeared to be happening, so the other kitties didn't understand why she spent so much time in the overlooked spot. Eventually, delicate emerald tendrils peeked out of the soil. Gala loved and protected them until wondrous blossoms burst forth. What seeds can you nurture in your heart? What garden are you trying to grow? Now again, it's about looking at yourself. Pull out those weeds that are like killing your internal garden. There's greatness within you that is waiting to burst forth and flourish. And also too, they say the grass is greener on the other side, most people think, but the grass is greener where you water it. Where you show love and care and whatever, that's where things will blossom and bloom. You can't go running off to other situations, trying to run away from fixing yourself or fixing things, thinking it's going to be better somewhere else, because no matter where you go, there you are. And eventually you have to take off those masks and you have to look within yourself and be like, what is it that I'm doing that is hurtful to myself and hurtful to other people? How am I presenting myself in this life, in this world? What am I doing? Am I standing in my truth? Do I have integrity? Do I have self-love, self-care, self-respect? Or am I doing stuff that's just hurtful, again, to myself or to other people? And it's time to, tend to those things that need to be healed so that your garden can bloom. And you also have generosity. Meet Sapphire, the generous spirit in us all. When it is dark outside, he will always come through for us with his dancing rainbow lights and gentle eyes. Allow generosity to flow in all directions. Offer your hand, your ear, your understanding, and your heart to a person in need. Graciously receive the help from another when you are challenged, stuck, or down on your luck. Be generous with yourself. Give yourself time, love, and sweet, nurturing care. We take turns being the helper and the one in need of help. Generosity connects us to something larger than ourselves. This is about, too, giving and receiving. You know, when you're healed and when you have self-love, you're able to love somebody else. You know, equal give and take. Your heart can be open to give love and receive love. It's about finding balance with yourself. It's also, you know, to give to this relationship, you know. Express how you feel. Don't hold back, because then things are unbalanced. When you have play, meet Pippa of the Dream Circus. Some kitties come straight out of the imagination to remind us to play. Here is to a moment of dancing, twinkling toes, and laughter, where most only see empty air. Pippa sees colorful tweeting birds doing a tantalizing minuet, and errant butterflies playing peekaboo, urging her to the chase. To play is to do something for the pure joy of the doing. It is a frolicking mix of experimentation, curiosity, and absurdity. Where can you let more of Pippa's playful spirit and lighthearted air into your work and your life? Again, it's about keeping it light. You know, embracing the wonders, the ups and the downs, and still have an air of play to it all. You know, it's try to look at it all with not such a heavy thing, because that keeps you stuck too. It keeps you in a fear-based energy. And you have resilience. Meet Golden. He really knows how to absorb the sunshine even after some rough patches. He has faced the lonely, hungry alleys, losing those he loved through both chance and betrayal. He allows his feelings of sadness, grief, disappointment, and failure to flow through him and pass as everything does. He is present with the fullness of life, the complete spectrum of experience. Even in the deepest, coldest night, there is a golden sun in his heart to sustain him. Trust in your resilience. Keep moving, keep accepting, and keep growing. The tide is turning. You know, you have an opportunity to change, you know, and you have an opportunity for a new path, for growth, for healing. And you know, overcoming difficulties, being resilient, have faith, be strong, you know. Discover those things within you that have been hidden, and let those things come out. Become the greatest version of you that you can be. Don't let your own self hold you back. Self-sabotage. It's not worth it. You'll only be unhappy in the long run. You know, change can be scary, but it's necessary. And I apologize. I said I'm so I'm sure you can hear it. I feel kind of flat, again, because this is the second time around. And when you channel messages, it takes a lot of energy out of you. So to have to do it again is kind of, you know, it definitely, you feel the burn. And there was things that I said in the other one that, you know, again, it's in the moment. You know, it's unfortunate. I need to figure out my microphone situation, my webcam thing here, because I can't have this keep happening. It's too annoying. It takes too much out of me too, energy-wise. But I want to wish you all well. I wish you love and light, and I wish you healing. And please be strong and keep the faith and love yourselves, love each other, heal yourselves, heal this union, move forward onto your divine path, do what you came here to do, become the best versions of yourself you can be. Don't let stinking thinking hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let codependency hold you back. Become independent, you know. Strive for the best for yourself. You know, and remember who you are and why you came here. It's high time, peoples. and myself included, because I get in my stinking thinking too, trust me. I sit there and I yell at the cards and I yell at my spirit guides and I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore and I'm whatever. I want to give up and blah, blah, blah. So I'm not perfect. And a lot of times when if I'll listen back to one of the videos and I'll hear myself talking, giving all this good advice, sometimes I'll sit there and go, yeah, whatever, because even I don't even want to hear it, even though I'm the one saying it. Isn't that funny how that works? Like I said, because we want to stay, that's the ego. That's the ego, including my own, that wants to keep you stuck. Instead of just letting it go, letting it all go, and you'll be so much freer and so much happier. Once you take off masks, once you delve deep and heal stuff, then you're not hanging on to that crap anymore. And you can truly step into your power, into your divinity, and be who you're meant to be. Not the person who's been, gone through abuse or neglect or a tough life or whatever it is that you've been through up until now. You got to overcome those, and you have overcome them, obviously, if you're still here. Even the things that you thought you would never get through, you made it through. And you got to keep that fire going, even though it's hard. Life is hard. Life is hard. But know that you're loved. Know that you're watched over. Know that the universe always tries to guide you, but you have to be open to that. You have to believe in that. And you have to have faith. Even when it seems like all hope is lost, remember, you might not always get what you want, but you'll always get what you need. And the universe always will provide for you what you need at the time. Again, like I said in the other video, even if it's a painful lesson, if it's something that you're meant to go through so that you change for the better or you shed some karma, all happen the way that it should. That's why you have to kind of get out of the ego and look at things from a spiritual perspective, because even your most challenging stuff is usually given to you for a reason. It's something that you're needing to overcome that you may have even signed up to go through. You pick those experiences. If you think about it that way, and then if you think, well, geez, that was a pretty stupid thing, why would I pick that? That's what I say all the time. I'm like, who the hell would want to pick that? But you did. That's what they say. That's how it works. The school, life school here. So think of it that way, and stop self-sabotaging and being your own worst enemy. And I'll try to. I'll try to. Every day is a new day to begin again. To start over. So on that note, as the water sprinklers across the street and this music is making me want to just take a nap and go to sleep, because it is almost 11:30 here. If you'd like a personal reading, the links are below. I am going to start on those other things that I told you about in the last video, for the singles, and look for the monthlies for the different signs. That'll be coming up too within the week. And I wish you love. Oh yeah, did I say like, subscribe, and share? I can't even remember. There's so many things. I need to make a list so I don't forget. But anyway, thank you again for joining me. And until next time, take care. And please pray for me. Pray that the sound was on. Because I know I am. Take care. Bye.